Shalom, y'all. Shalom. Koholo Yahweh Bashem Hamashiach wa Malak Yahushai. Lord willing, y'all are feeling better today than you did yesterday. I was reading the comments under the video that I did yesterday, and I was just like, it's sad to see that, it's nice to see sisters on one accord, about how we felt about the situation in Chicago. But it was also just sad to see that sisters are so vexed and grieved by our own people. It's just sickening. It really is. And it's just, it's been weighing on my spirit. Usually when Israel is at a lowest state like this, it's kind of like a time to mourn. It's kind of a time to like, dang, like, it's sad. We at an extremely low estate, and it's honestly, I mean, it is what it is, but it's just heartbreaking. But it kind of just reminded me the Lord is really going to separate the wheats from the tares. He's going to bring out, who's really down for him. He's going to bring out the hypocrites. He's going to, the Lord is going to make everything known. And I think that is what's kind of going on in that situation. And also, it kind of reminded me, I was just having like a real spiritual day yesterday. I was doing something. I was dealing with somebody, and they was like, well, I was at work, y'all, and my mentor was like, okay, last week, she was like, okay, you gonna, she was like, who wants to go first? So I don't know why I did, but I volunteered to go first. And just to get it over with, because I thought I wasn't going to have to volunteer anymore after I went first. So I just said, whatever, I'll do it. So then she was like, the next day, I'm telling my husband, I'm like, whew, I don't got to go again. I already went, whatever. So then the next day, she was like, all right, you ready to go? And I was like, what? She said, yeah, whoever went first the first day got to go first for the rest of the week. I said, what? Like, oh my gosh. I was like, okay, whatever, damn. But then yesterday, she was like, are y'all ready for today? The first is going to be last, and then the last is going to be first. So we're going to start from the bottom. So you're not going to go today. The last person is going to go, and then you're going to go last. And I was like, dang, that's the spirit. That's the spirit, because it just made me think about how Yahushua said, many are called and few are chosen. Let's just get the precept. Because, we can't be too upset at our people, because, not saying that we're chosen or I'm chosen, or, the Lord could hear one day, out the next. Lord forbid, but that's just what it reminded me of. Like, a lot of us are going to be called, but not all of us are going to be chosen. But our people, we find out we're Israelite, and sometimes we think we the SHIT. We think that can't nobody rebuke us, can't nobody tell us nothing, that we the best of the best, especially amongst our people. People get in these congregations and they look down on other people in the truth, and you got people that's not in a congregation and they look down on camps that's in the truth. It's just, people just have, it's like when people come into the truth, they kind of really boast in their wisdom. Oh, I was just reading that. Hold on. I gotta find it. I might have. Maybe I was reading on my phone. Yeah, people just pretty much boast in their wisdom, and they boast in just being an Israelite to the point where they get so prideful where it's like our people become like narcissists when they get into the truth. It's just so bugged out. And they think that they're chosen. If that's the case, people might as well be a Christian, because they always be like, I'm saved, I'm saved, I'm saved. That's pretty much what people be thinking in the truth when you think that, you of the elect, or you think that, only your camp is going to get into the kingdom of heaven. And it's just, our people we're just, the estate that we're in. It's sad. It's Matthew 22 and 14. Oh, so I can. Matthew, it's Matthew 22 and 14. Many are called and few are chosen. Hold on, so I can. Alright, so I brought that one out. Many are called and few are chosen. And then this Matthew 20 and 16. So the last shall be first, and the first last, for many be called, and few are chosen. So just because the Lord is calling us and we're keeping the commandments and we're, striving for perfection, that does not necessarily mean that we're chosen. So we have to be real humble and meek in this walk. We cannot lift up ourselves, and that's kind of what I was touching on yesterday. We have to continue to really be meek, because when you get that spirit on you, like the Lord is dealing with you, and you just like puffed up in wisdom, can't nobody rebuke you, can't nobody tell you nothing, and you always just being it's a lot of Negro Israelites, like they act like niggas, and sisters act like nigga women. So it's just, we gotta put off that and really be true Israelites, because by keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, because we trying to be chosen. We trying to get up out this captivity. That's what we trying to do. Alright, I've been rambling, but let me get to the dream. So in the dream, I just had the dream like an hour ago. So in the dream, I was on my way to the store, and it was weird because my father was calling me, but my phone, no, he was emailing me. He wasn't calling me. He kept emailing me, but my phone wasn't working. I couldn't get actual phone calls. I could only get like emails or FaceTime. So my sister FaceTimed me, and I was like, I'm gonna just call her back because I gotta hurry and go to the store. And my dad kept sending me messages saying he needed my Apple ID password, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have my we don't even share Apple. You don't need my Apple ID password. I don't know what he needed my password for. So anyway, I leave out, we get in a car, and I think I was like in an Uber, or I was driving with some man. I don't know, some random man, but I was trying to figure out if he was African or if he was a Israelite. So we driving, and I'm coming back from the store, and it's like we going down like this little windy road in the country, and the sky was just, it was beautiful. It was like purple, orange, pink, like all the colors you can think of. And I was like, wow. I said, well, hold on. Look at the sky. Like, this is crazy. Like, the sky looks so crazy. And then all of a sudden, all you saw was just fire raining down everywhere. Just like straight, look like missiles, just everywhere. Just falling everywhere. So I was like, oh my gosh. So I got out the car. When I got out the car, I didn't have a hair wrap on. So I just was like on the top, like kind of on the top of my head. I had the grass on the top of my head like this, since I didn't have no hair wrap, and I wanted to open up my hands. So I just was like, Koholei Haoba Shimi Ashai, Koholei Haoba Shimi Ashai. I was so scared, and I didn't want to see what was going on around me. And I was like, if I die, I don't want to be like, the fire is about to, the missile or whatever is about to hit me. So I was just like, I'm going to just keep my head down and keep praising the Most High. So I'm just, Koloi Haoba Shimi Ashai, Koloi Haoba Shimi Ashai, over and over and over again. Then I feel somebody like, and it was a feeling of like, I'm possibly about to die. Like, I'm about to die. So I felt somebody grab my leg, and they're dragging me. But I'm like, I don't know who this is dragging me, but I didn't even want to look up, because I was just like, I got to keep praising the Most High, because I was that shook that I was like, I have no choice but to keep praising the Most High. So I'm praising the Most High, The person's dragging me by my leg. And mind y'all, I'm like, I'm scared. I'm nervous. I'm like, dang, like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know. All I know is that I got to keep praising the Most High. So then I get up. The person who's grabbing my leg pretty much grabbed my hand and lift me up. And I could not even really see them. That's the crazy part about it, was that I couldn't see them. I just saw their body it was just bright. It was just extremely bright. And then as they were dragging me, it's like so much going on at the same time. As they were dragging me, it turned from like, from praising the Most High in anxiousness, but also just asking for comfort. It turned into, being an anxious prayer to a song. And then it was like a beat. It was like an instrumental. It was, and that's crazy, y'all, because I was just telling y'all yesterday in a video, I felt like I needed some music with the video. So at the end of the dream, so towards when he's pulling my leg, pulling it, and then it's like, it turned into like a whole song. Like, it turned into like I was praising the Most High with this song. So it went from like being anxious to a song. And as this man is lifting me up pretty much, now at this point I could see my body from pretty much like I'm watching a movie. So I can see my body, and I'm turning into like pretty much fire. Like I'm turning into like a whole different being. And my hair, I don't know how my hair was in my dream, but I just know I didn't have a hair wrap on. So my hair, I'm watching my hair, I'm looking at it, and my hair is in like straight back braids, and they go all the way past like down my calves. And I'm like, dang, like my whole body was just bright. It was like I had a whole pretty much different body. And it was like, that music playing, my body's changing, my hair getting long. That's something everybody want. We all want our hair to get long. But my hair was also like fire too. It was like a whole different, like, it was like a mixture of elements. Like, it was so crazy. But it was like water, fire, it was just bright, like brightness. And then I had woke up, and when I woke up, I just started praising the Most High. Because I was still singing the song called like How About Shem Yashai, as my body was changing. So when I woke up, I was just praising the Most High, and I just started crying because it was real intense. And it just made me think about a few precepts I wanted to bring out. Because we're going to get up out of here, Lord willing. I don't want to ratchet his eye. We're going to get up out of here. I was just meditating last night how everybody, it's like, I'm like, what type of world are we living in right now? Like, you got sisters, you literally have sisters out here kind of so-called, I don't see nobody, how can I put this? Brothers are literally going through so much right now and are about to try to help brothers out in Chicago, and you got sisters, you have sisters right now fasting, you got sisters praying. Then you got some in Israel living their best life. You got some in Israel just living in a whole completely different world than us. And it's like, it just makes me so sick. And I was meditating on that last night, like, I'm sick of this place. And when I had that dream, it made me think about, hold on. This Philippians 3:21-22, for many walk, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you even weeping, that they are the enemies of the cross of Yahushua, whose end is destruction, whose God is their belly, and whose glory is in their shame, who mind earthly things. And that's what's going on now. A lot of people mind in earthly things instead of, our people being at war with not only Esau, but also these dang on Ishmaelites, Palestinians. For our conversation is in heaven, for whence also we look for our Savior, the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, Hamashiach Yahushai, who shall change our vile body, that it may be fashioned like unto his glorious body, according to the working whereby he is able even to subdue all things unto himself. When I read that, I said, dang, call Lord how Hashem Hamashiach Malak Yoshai. You know, this is what we're striving for. We're striving to get that glorious body, getting changed out of our vile body, getting changed out of being vexed in this captivity, getting changed out of, spiritual warfare. I'm ready to get changed out of this vile body. My back hurt. My knees hurt. We tired of being in this vile body. And the Lord is going to change that for us. I want to bring out 1 Corinthians 15:19. If in this life only we have hope in Yahushua, we are all men most miserable. Sisters, we're kind of miserable in this life. But our hope is in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, straight up. And the Lord is our strength. That's what that dream reminded me of too. Like, the Lord didn't have to put the power in me to, praise him in that moment. But that's the Lord really being your strength. When you're weak, you're made strong. So even when you are kind of going through Jacob's trouble, or you going through affliction, or whatever the case may be, you have to understand that when we're weak, we're made strong so that the power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua rests upon us. I just want to get that right quick before I bring up that precept. It's 2 Corinthians 12:9. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Yahushua may rest upon me. So even when we're going through those trials and tribulations, and, I know we got the call today, so this is probably something we could bring out too. The sisters call today, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, 6:30 Central. The link is going to be on the post. I'm going to post it in a minute, Lord willing, after this video, Lord willing. But even when we're made weak, that's when we're truly made strong. And in that dream, I felt it was like nothing I could do. I was just like, I'm about to die. I don't know what to do. I'm like, I don't know if the Lord's going to... I was unsure. I had faith that everything was going to be okay if I'm praising the Most High. But if you praising the Most High, somebody dragging your leg, I was just like, I don't know what's going on. But, I was still feeling weak. Because I was like, dang, it's the end of the world. All hell's breaking loose. Missiles is flying everywhere. So I was still weak, but I was made strong through Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Because I was still calling on his name. That's why I made that video about our righteous foremothers calling on the name of the Lord, because that's so important. Whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved. That's so important, calling on the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. This is Psalms 28:7. The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusteth in him, and I am helped. Therefore my heart greatly rejoiceth, and with my song will I praise him. And that's what I was doing in a dream. The Lord helped me, pulled me up, and it went from me, being that anxious prayer to me praising him with a song. This is Psalms 28:8. The Lord is their strength, and he is the saving strength of his anointed. Save thy people and bless thine inheritance. Feed them also and lift them up forever. Babakashah. Thou hast turned for me my mourning into dancing, and hast put off my sackcloth and girded me with gladness. And that's what I felt like. I put, when I changed into that body, that's when I put off that sackcloth. And I was just girded with gladness. Like, it was like being a whole new person. And like looking at yourself like, dang, I was like, that's me? Like, that's crazy. I'm turning into a whole different being. Psalms 30:12. To the end that my glory may sing praise to thee and not be silent, O Lord my God, I will give thanks to theyy forever. So that, Kohei Habashim Shai waking up, the water you held by Shimmy Shai, is just a blessing. Like, that's something that I pray that we all get to feel, that we all get to, go through getting that new body, getting out of our vile body, so that we can glory and sing a praise unto the Lord forever. And the song was like, it was just like, I can't remember exactly how the beat went, but because I've been talking so much, I can't remember how the beat went. But it was just like, like a Koholo how about Shimmy Al Shai? It was like one of those songs, but it was like, kind of remixed different with the beat and everything. Like, it was really singing praise to the Most High. And that was the end of our glory. That the end of my glory, sing praise to thee and not be silent, O Lord. My God, I will give thanks unto thee forever. So, Khan, all praises to the Most High. I don't want to make this too long, y'all. Then I want to bring out Ephesians 4:22. Because this is something I want sisters to really meditate on. And I myself included, y'all. Something for us to really meditate on. It's Ephesians 4:22. That ye put off concerning the former conversation, the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust. So we got to really put off that old woman. And that's kind of what I was talking about yesterday. Just putting off that old woman who, like, that was corrupt according to deceitful lust. Being nigga women. Talking back to her husband. Not being submissive. Not showing sisterly love. Having hatred, envy, anything you can think of, we got to put off, all of those deceitful lusts that we want in the world. And it's high time to say, forget about all of that. It's time to say, look, I'm going to let my focus truly be on Matthew 6:33, the kingdom of heaven, and let all things be added unto me. I'm not about to worry about, the carnal things of this world anymore. I mean, we have to in a certain sense, but we're not going to give our mind over to heaviness, because we're not doing that. We're not giving our mind over to lust, having more money, having more clothes, having a bigger house. We're not going to give ourselves over to, our lust. We're going to put off that old form of conversation, that old man, Salaki, and we're going to put and be renewed in the spirit of our mind. So that, and it's like, if you being renewed in your spirit, going back to the dream again, being renewed in your spirit, that's kind of what I felt like when that was happening. It was like, you're a whole new person. And that's what we're striving to get up out of these vile bodies. So it's like, we're striving to be that. So we have to constantly be renewed in our spirit, because if you're not renewed in your spirit, it's no way that you're going to be able to get that body, and to get, what was the body called? Let me make sure, because I don't want to say it right. I don't want to say it wrong. Yeah, and so we can get that glorious body. You can't get that glorious body if you're not renewed in your spirit of your mind. Alright, it's Ephesians 4:24. And that ye put on the new man, which after God is created in righteousness and true holiness. And this is 1 Corinthians 15:31. I protest by your rejoicing, which I have in Hamashiach Yahushai, our Lord, I die daily. So we die daily, putting off that old woman from yesterday. Last week, you didn't fast, but this week, you gonna fast. Last week, you never did a 3-day fast before. But next week, strive to do a 3-day fast if you can. You never did a 2-day fast. Let's strive for perfection. Let's be better than what we were yesterday, last week, last month. You only pray 3 times a day. Let's double it up. Let's double it up. You having trouble with you having trouble with this, that, and the third. You gonna fast those spirits off of you. That's the only way that we can really get those bodies and really be that new woman. Because those spirits can still linger. You can still have in your mind, okay, I'm going to do this better. You write down in your journal, I'm going to do that better. I'm going to do this better. I'm going to be better at this. I'm not going to talk back to my husband anymore. And this sister does get on my nerves. I'm not going to do this anymore. You don't want to just talk about it. You have to be about it. And the only way that those spirits can depart from you so that you can get those bodies is by what? Fasting and prayer. We might as well just get that. Even though you already know. Because we all kind of be, all y'all sisters that watch my channel, we all kind of be on the same accord. Sometimes. It's Matthew. That's when we were doing it. That's Mark 9:29. And he said unto them, this kind can come forth by nothing but prayer and fasting. So whatever spirit you got on you and it's still there, then you might have to fast that spirit off of you until it's gone. You might have to. That's the whole point of, being renewed in the spirits, getting certain spirits up off of you. Asking the Most High to, put on a righteous spirit, put in you a righteous spirit, and to remove those unclean spirits. All right, so that we're able to get those glorious bodies according to the working whereby He is able even to subdue all things to Himself. So, all right, that's not that long, y'all. So all praises to the Most High. I was just meditating on our foremothers yesterday. I was reading Judith, I was reading Jael, Deborah, and I was just meditating on Esther. I was just meditating on their strength and how they were built so, like, we trying to build ourselves back up like they were built up through the Spirit. They were built different. Judith was built different. The fact that Judith, fasted all the days of her widowhood, that's why the Lord was dealing with her. Because she made her body a living sacrifice to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And the Lord gave her that strength to where she knew what she had to do. The same thing with Esther. The Lord gave her that strength to fast for 3 days. That we used to do those things in the ancient world. So I want sisters to really do that. Knock it out. Because that's how the Lord deals with you when you go on those fasts. You can do it. You can do it. You never did it before. Some sisters may have never fasted before. You can do it. You can do all things through Hamashiach Yahushua who strengthens you. You never did a 2-day fast. You can do it. You can do it. And that's why we have our foremothers here for an example. You never did a 3-day fast. You can do it. You can do it. You never know what type of spirit the Lord might remove from you that you've really been truly struggling with. You really never know. And the Most High sees that. The Most High sees, and He's listening to us. He sees what we're complaining about. He sees that we're ready to get up out this captivity. He sees all of these things. I feel like He saw what, how Israel's feeling, how I've been feeling, just vexed through the Spirit, and, gave me that comforting dream, like, Lord willing, we're going to be out of here soon. I don't want to Ratazai. If we endure, all things. So, all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. I just wanted to get precept. I was telling my sisters about the dream, and Tezaliah gave me Romans 13 and 11, and that knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believed. So it's high time to put off that old woman and to start fasting more and praying more. Asking the Most High to sup with us, to strengthen us in the Spirit so that we're able to take down our enemies like Jael, Judith, Esther. So, all praises and honor and glory to you, how about Shemi Shai forever. Lord willing, this video was helpful. I know it's kind of everywhere, so it's a lot, but all praises, y'all. I love y'all very much, and I pray that y'all have a beautiful day through the Spirit, and that the Lord strengthens y'all's spirit for you to, do what you got to do. You got to pray more. If you got to fast more days out the week, fast more out the week. You feel like you're dealing with certain spirits, they're not departing, do what you got to do. Put off that old woman that, I can't do it because I got to take my vitamins this day. Some sisters can't because they nurse their babies. But I can't do it because I got to do this, that, and the third. And then I got to, it's time to stop making excuses and really trust in the Lord. So, I, exhort sisters to do that. And I love y'all, and I hope y'all have a beautiful day. So, shalom.